All right, so let's just get this out of the way. So Disney did acquire 20th Century Fox, right? So this is essentially a Disney film. So I'll just say it the right way. So Disney's Predator Badlands, it was pretty good. You know what I mean? The Badlands are just bad, right? There's muy malo. There's nothing good about the lands that this predator ends up having to be in, right? But this is the first installment from the Disney side of Predator. And it was just outrageous, you know? Yes, this is a good movie for like kids, you know? If I was like 7, 9, maybe 11, I would probably totally dig this movie. It would be a good movie to bring you into the other 8 Predator films that are out, because apparently this is the 9th installment, right? So it would definitely be a good introduction to get you into the franchise and be able to have you become a fan of the Predator. But honestly, this movie was it's just for kids, man. Definitely for kids. You know, it starts out with the main character, Deck, right? He's a Yautja. That's what they call, that's the Predator race. I don't know if I knew that or if that was even a thing, that was what they were called, but you know, they are called the Yautjas. And he's being like trained by his brother, right? His brother's whooping his ass. He's whooping his brother's ass, trying to at least. And he, you know, doesn't win, of course. I guess he was supposed to take his brother's life for him to be the leader or, you know, show his worth. I don't know. But it seemed like he was really, really trying to kill him. But the brother was just kind of holding back. It was pretty cool. So now he's got to end up showing his worth another way. So he decides to go to this random planet to kill the Kalisk. The Kalisk is by chance one of the most fiercest creatures. It is unkillable, indestructible, whatever you want to say, whatever he says it is. And so he's like, I'm going to go get that one. I got to get the bigger one. He's like, even father fears it. The brother says this. And so, you know, you got to go what everybody's fearing and bring it home to show you're not a little bitch. So he ends up calling the father, I guess. The father comes to see them, and just for whatever reason, I guess, because the younger brother didn't kill the older brother, or the older brother didn't kill the younger brother, he's like, you guys are pathetic sons. So he orders his older son to kill Deck. So the older son is going to kill Deck. He's about to, you know, he goes against his orders, ends up fighting his father, and his father totally murders him. You know, can you say, oucha? But, you know, Deck ends up leaving. Well, I guess he doesn't leave by choice. I guess his brother is able to like, set the ship via his little arm con thing, sends the ship out, and Deck is like sent to the planet that he set himself up to go to. So he ends up landing on that planet by chance. Of course, you know, we got a cross-franchise pollination, and you have Weyland-Yutani there already. You have 2 synthetics that ended up being sent also to that planet to study it, to live there, I guess, to study the creatures, and to capture this thing also called the Kalisk, which is what, you know, Deck was looking for. It's this crazy creature said to be unkillable. It has healing properties. It could, you know, exceed medicine and all this shit, you know, or whatever the fuck they're saying it's gonna do. But it's just like, by chance, of course, they're ending up in the same planet that this Yautja is headed to, you know. So it's like, oh man, you want my trophy, as he would state? Hell nah, you're not gonna get my trophy. So the whole film, you know, the fantastical adventures of Deck and Thea, when Deck finds Thea like stuck on a cross, like she's supposed to be some franchise crossover Jesus, to be able to bring finally the Alien and the Predator franchise together again. And he ends up rescuing her and hanging out with her and bringing her along with him to freaking kill this thing. And like, oh my God, it's just...
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
That's why I felt every waking moment the fucking Predator spoke. You know, they did not have to have the Predator speak. They could have had him do like clicks and clacks, have subtitles. You know, people need to grow up and read. Like, they could just, you know, just be like, why did they do this? Like, damn it, Disney, you had to just... You gotta just do this. Why? Oh my God. Anyway, Thea was there with her evil twin sister, who they are both synthetics of the same body. They are both there to study these animals, but when they run into the Kalisk, Thea ends up trying to fight it with Tessa, and Tessa ends up dying. But you think she dies, but Weyland-Yutani totally plugs her back in and sends her back out into the Matrix, and she ends up going to go kidnap not only the Kalisk, but also our boy Deck, who this whole time has also been a bit of a Deck to Thea, and she's just a sport, but she's a cyborg, right? She's a synthetic. Like, what does she care? But oh my gosh, this movie was just so much. And then they end up meeting this stupid little creature, right? This little creature named Bud, and Bud turns out to be like a very important creature. I don't want to ruin it too much. You know, you guys probably have already seen this movie, but that little creature was like horrible. Like, again, it's just like, why? Like, why? It is, I get it. It's a Disney movie now, though, right? You have the little companion. You have the person that you pick up along the way. I mean, this was essentially Shrek, right? Shrek was Deck, Donkey was Thea, and the Bud was pretty much any other fairy tale character in the world that they ran into to get to their destination. You know, and the dragon turned out to be freaking the Kalisk, who's like very dangerous, but also totally super cool. Oh man, it was just outrageous. It was really outrageous. I can't. I just kept laughing. You go watch it. You'll probably enjoy it. There's some cool like action scenes, I guess. But for being a Predator movie, it's like, bro, you choose like the weakest Predator, and you're gonna try to make him the most badass. It's just like, yeah, you're gonna give him an energy sword. Yeah, maybe he is gonna be able to kill things pretty easy. But you know, again, I don't know. This movie was wild. Disney's Predator Badlands, everybody. This is me, Ghost and Craig. Oh, I want to cry.